Hello, and welcome to Cup to Hook conversation number 26. And this is Wet Hair Day. So, at least you know I'm clean. I see a couple people popping on. Hello and welcome. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. It has been a very, very long week for me. So as you can tell, I am trying to adapt and adjust my schedule a little bit. It has been really busy at work. And so, we're in the process of hiring some new people, got some people out sick. And so we are adapting to being a little bit shorthanded, but I hope you have had a great week. It is raining here, and no, that's not how my hair got wet. I actually stopped and washed my hair for a moment. If you happen to see me on the Cup to Hook Bible chats, it was a little bit frizzy, like partly due to the weather, but I love this kind of weather. So, but anyway, do pray for our friends, though, that are not getting the better part of just having a rainy afternoon. So how was your week? Now that you know that mine has been pretty busy working at the hospital. I have 2 more days to go, and then I will be off a couple days, and I am greatly looking forward to it. I know my crochet hooks are getting lonely. So what has been going on with you, and what are you drinking today? Today, I'm just drinking straight H2O in my Made New cup. I use this a lot, especially when I go to work, because I can actually close the drinking portion, and it's got a little handle that makes it easy. But I actually purchased this at one of the Woman of Joy conferences that I went to. I think it was not the one last year, but maybe the one 2 years ago. So, but anyways, I'm just drinking water. And what's on your hooks this week? What have you got going on? I have not been able to do as much this week as I would like to have done. But I don't know, and I'm going to be doing a special video on this, but I don't know if you remember a couple months back, we were talking about the oldest yarn in our stash, and I had a small skein of yellow Oron yarn that I had bought at a Goodwill, and I think I paid 75 cents for it, was what was on the skein. But anyway, and I didn't know what I was going to make with it, but I promised y'all that I would make something with it. And so I have. So let me show you. And like I said, I'll do a special video that'll show pictures of the skein so it can kind of remind you, and a little bit more detail on Oron yarn. We actually spent some time on that video talking about it. Excuse me. I'm doing a lot of talking today. My throat's dry. And so it was some of the very first yarn that ever came out. So I'm excited with what I made with it, because hopefully it will be used by more than one person. So this is what I made with it. And it's very, very soft. I mean, very soft, very delicate actually. But this is one of the things I made with it. A little kind of beanie bonnet for a newborn. And I put a little scallop border on it. And this is what the top of it looks like. And then I figured, since we're going to have some new little feet in the family, why not make some little booties? and you can't really see it because the ribbon is running through it, but the top very part of this part of the booty matches the scallop on the bottom of the hat. But I can't get over how soft. I mean, it's like softer than baby yarn. Probably a little bit softer, but equivalent to the Caron Simply Soft that's in my knowledge repertoire. But anyway, and then this is the little bottoms of it, the soles. Let me see if I can fluff that out. So very, very cute. There, might be a little bit better. So, and being yellow, these could be used by boy or girl, the booties. The hat, probably very much a little girl hat since it's got scallops on the bottom. But I do have just a little bit of that yarn left. So I am thinking about trying to do something with it that would be more on a boy side or could be used by a boy. And so I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about maybe designing like a little baby rattle, you know, a little stuffed baby rattle that they can just kind of grab onto and have. So I don't know, either that or I had thought about like even creating like maybe a little giraffe and putting a clip and a strap on it as like a baby pacifier holder from the garment to the baby's mouth. But whatever I do, I want it to be something that wouldn't get like a lot of use like that, just because of the fact that the yarn is vintage, and you know, something like a pacifier strap would get washed quite a bit. So I don't know yet. Maybe I'll make it into a giraffe as an applique on a wall hanging. I would say a blanket, but there again, that would get washed quite a bit. So I don't know, but I've got plenty of time to figure it out because at the current moment, I'm only having one new grandbaby, and it's a girl. And since she's my first, I got plenty of time to think about something for a boy. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And of course, the only other thing that we have been working on is we did finish the dust mitt this week. So this is the dust mitt in its final completed state. My husband and my brother-in-law have had a lot of fun with it and think that I should create puppets. And I thought, well, that is an idea. So they really want me to put a face on this, but I'm not on this one because I do plan on fully intending it to clean house with and dust with, which I have used it once already, and it worked very, very well on my coffee table. I used it on the coffee table in the living room, and it worked very, very nicely. So I really love the way that it works. But that is an idea for making puppets for kids. So who knows? They got a little bit of craftiness in them too. And I have started working on a baby blanket since we are at the hospital quite a bit right now, just in my downtime. But I don't have enough of it completed to really show you. But it is using the spider stitch that we introduced this past week on the Longmire blanket. So I'm excited. And the yarn that I'm using for this baby blanket is the Stay at Home yarn by Crochet Society that they sent us when we couldn't get our original box, and they sent us a Stay Safe box. And so there was 8 skeins of yarn in that. There was like a pink, a blue, a yellow, a white, a green, a beige, a peach, and I'm leaving out a color. Pink, blue, yellow, green. Oh, and a purple. There was a purple. So I'm using all of those. But also something I've been working on when I've had like, 30 minutes or an hour to kind of kill either before going to work or coming home before I lay down. I had looked up at Walmart and found a bunch of beads. And so I am in the process of creating some stitch markers for you guys, for my subscribers, so that when I send out your little subscriber love gift from me, from where we draw names, which, by the way, we will be doing again next Friday. So be sure and stay tuned for that. But that on top of the little love gift that I send, I can throw in a stitch marker. So I have those sitting in front of me because I am trying to work on them a little bit. I've been keeping them in this bowl with this lid, so I can just throw everything in there and then pull it out when I can work on it. When I'm done, I just pick it up and put it back in the bowl. And yes, I purposely showed you the bowl empty because I don't want to show you all of the beads that I bought because I want them to be a surprise. But one that I have, and I'm trying to decide whether to do them individually to send off, or maybe to actually do it as a set and do a giveaway of 8 stitch markers. But aren't those cute? Those are absolutely adorable. So I'm hoping that I can go into some other Walmarts and find them, but those would make really cool stitch markers. And what I even love about them is there's some weight to it. So when they're actually on the project, that they're actually staying in place. Because I want to show you because I don't want you to see. I have next Monday's part done on the Longmire blanket. Let me see if I can do it like this and cover it up. But see how like this one is kind of lightweight. It's a dragonfly, but it's lightweight, so it kind of, and it's adorable as all get out. But it flops all over the place because it's so lightweight. So I do love the fact that these have weight to them. But what do you think? Would they be cool individually, or should I do them as a set and do it as a giveaway? So let me know what you think. And of course, I have the little lobster claps to put on them, and then the little stringy, the stem parts to make them a little bit longer. So yeah. So that's all that's going on here as far as my cut to my hook. And hey, Chris. Chris, did you get my little message where you mentioned about your mom's passing anniversary and your son? We actually prayed for you as well on Cut to Hook Bible chats earlier this afternoon. So if you want, you can email me and share a little bit more about your son. But I love you and I'm praying for you. And I'm glad you're here. I'm actually trying not to look at myself on the computer because my wet hair, but all right, let's look at our, and if you were on the Bible chats today, I was given an example. We were talking about the relationship between a husband and a wife should have immeasurable value. And I was talking about my husband and how he is constantly, just in little ways, showing me how much he loves me. And I had mentioned about how like he's all the time bringing me home fruit and different things. But I specifically mentioned milk and like avocados and cantaloupe, things that as a diabetic that I should be eating and staying away from things I shouldn't be. And you guys, lo and behold, he brought me home a gallon of milk and he brought me stuff for a salad. And oh my gosh, he brought so much stuff I can't remember it all. Grapes, but I thought it was funny that particularly he brought home a gallon of milk and a cantaloupe. So anyway, I hate that he is having to work in the morning because normally he's off on Saturdays and Sundays, but he's having to work tomorrow. And because I was hoping before I lay down to rest before going to work tomorrow night that we could go to a town that is really 3 towns over. There's 2 towns in between us and the other town, which puts them about 15 minutes from us. But there's a BI-LO there, which depending on where you are, you may not know what a BI-LO is, but it is a name brand grocery store that is being bought out by Food Lion, which is another name brand grocery store. And so they have a lot of things in their grocery store on sale for 50 to 60% off. And I really, 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 really wanted to go and see if I could get some things to stock up my son and our pantry and refrigerator and freezer. But with him working in the morning and me working tomorrow night, it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. But maybe Monday evening when we're both off after he gets home, if he feels up to it, we might take a drive and just go see what's left. So you never know. But anyway, so I am looking for our little magic envelope of our Saturday shout outs. Chris, to be honest, honey, we're not even going to be on here long tonight. We still have Longmire tonight, but for this episode, because I have been working so much, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about, and I don't have anything to show other than what I already have. So to be honest, we are going to do our Saturday shout outs, and I did not even bring my little book over, so we're going to be very short today. All right, so for September 19th, these were the people that we did shout outs for. And again, I apologize up front if I mispronounce someone's name. It is not my intention. It is just, I guess, my ignorance. But please forgive me. But I thank everyone for all the love and support they give to me, my channel, my family. All right, so the first one is Dee Dee's Crocheting. And that's my son calling. So since we're fixing to get off, I'll call him back. And the next one is Family Clan. Sylvia Huddle. Denise Hoffman. Love this name. Proverbs 31 Yarn. That's my favorite chapter of Proverbs. Emmy Phillips. Christy Turley. Charlene Kress. And our 2 podcasters for the week is God Rocks 2107. And hi, it's Chris. Did you see my message above here after I said hi and before the one me saying I couldn't stay long? First one earlier this morning, but did you reply? No, Chris, the one that I replied to was from early, well, I think when I replied, it was, oh my gosh, my days are running together, love. Seems like all I'm doing right now is working and sleeping. I think I responded to those yesterday afternoon. And I did, between Bible chats and this episode and washing my hair, I did go check for comments and I had no new comments. So I'll have to go back and look, because that's one thing I have noticed. Sometimes on YouTube, under the comments, it won't show me new comments, but when I go to emails, it will show me that someone has commented. So I looked at the comment section on my YouTube channel and there were none that were new. But I will go look into my email and see. No, I have not seen that one about the backstories. So while YouTube is not giving me that notification, hopefully my email from YouTube is. But I will go back and look. So as I said this afternoon, Chris, I just can't even wrap my head or fathom what you're going through. I can understand that. I can understand that. Do you have an email? If you have an email, we can either talk by email or we can exchange phone numbers and talk on the phone sometime. So let me know. My oh wow. Do you mind me asking on here how long he's been missing? Oh my gosh. Today is really hard. I can't imagine. Okay. Well, if you want to get on the email and either, just provide me your email address through that by just saying, hey, it's me, Chris. I can email you my phone number, or if you want to email me yours, and I can give you a call. And then I'll have to find out, I'll have to look at my notes to see if I already have it. Oh my gosh, Chris. Oh my gosh. I am so, so sorry. 12 years. Oh my gosh. If you will, I don't know, maybe that's a good thing for now, that you can only picture his baby face. Oh my gosh. Well, if you will, please consider emailing me and either providing me your phone number or giving me the opportunity to provide you mine. But I would love to talk with you more and private, and I know as you cherish those pictures. But I'd love to be a support group for you, even if it's just a shoulder to cry on, a person to pray for you and your family. I love you, Chris. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just give you a big hug right now. When you email me, because I know you probably want to keep some of this private, just tell me what his first name is in the email. That way we can continue to pray for him. I mean, I know God knows who he is, where he is, what's even happening to him. But I still like to pray. I like to be very specific when I pray. Even though God knows what's on my heart, my mind, and he knows what's going to roll off of my tongue. No, I don't want you to mention his name here. No. That's something that needs to be left private. No, if you will, send it to me in an email. If not, then whenever we talk. So I'm adding everybody's names. I didn't do it as I called them out. So I'm folding up everybody's names and adding them to the box. And next week we will draw names because tomorrow is the last Saturday in September. Oh my gosh, y'all. Where is the year gone? I know last Friday we talked a lot about the weather change, and time change is not scheduled till November 1st, but it just blows me away right now that I'm leaving work in the dark, and I'm still driving to work in daylight, but I know that it won't be much longer, and I will be leaving in the dark and going in the dark. He's on missing children sites. Okay. Oh, I am off a good bit next week. Thank you. But Chris, if we have an opportunity, I'd love to just reach out and just talk with you. Again, just to be a moral support, to know that you're not alone. And I can't imagine all these years. I pray that you've had a great support team. Yeah. I hear you on your last comment. Yeah. Let's definitely talk privately. So, all right. Well, guys, I don't have anything else for us to talk about today, and I am so sorry, and I know I've been late a good bit today. Let's see, since I don't have my book, well, actually, my husband is walking around right here. Let me see. Todd, are you still right there? Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Can you hand me that pink book over there, my devotional book, in the basket?
Oh,
yeah.
Pass it.
That's all right. Because I definitely want to send my good friends here off with some joy basket moments to reflect on. I don't know, Chris, if you're still with me, that's okay. Whenever you can, Chris. Oh. Yeah. Let me tell you, ever since I got your message, I have been, honest to goodness, fervently praying for you. I didn't know any details, so I knew that God did, and I have been fervently praying. This is not the place. This is something too deep and too personal. And so when you get a moment, you just know that I will make every way possible to be available whenever we can connect by phone. just know that I'm hugging you. And right now, just reading the topic of what I'm fixing to read, I think might be very appropriate. So if you'll give me 2 more minutes before you get off, because I know you need to go. It's called The Privilege of His Presence. And of course, it's talking about God's presence. And so I hope that this touches you right now in this very moment, especially with what you're going through and how raw your emotions are right now. It's called The Privilege of His Presence. And the scripture that it shares is from Psalm 65:4. And it says, "How happy is the one you choose and bring near to live in your courts." Psalm 65, verses 5 through 6 say, "You answer us in amazing ways, God our Savior. People everywhere on the earth and beyond the sea trust you." God will challenge you to do many wonderful things in this life. He will encourage you to launch out in faith with the task He calls you to do. But there is something that brings an even greater degree of satisfaction than anything you can experience on a human level, and that is time spent in quiet devotion to Him. Though your life may seem too full to take time to be alone with Him, consider this: He is never too busy to be with you. His one consuming desire is for you to know Him and have a relationship with Him. When you begin to do this, even the smallest of activities will take on new meaning. So spend time with Him and enjoy the awesome privilege of being in His presence. Surely it will be the best time that you've had all day. And after our Bible chats today, I can definitely tell you that that is so true. We started 10 minutes late. We ended late because there was no timetable at that moment. In that moment, God was talking to us and teaching us, and just the fellowship that we had was just amazing. And so this is very, very true. And so this is the prayer that comes with it. God, for too long, I have dismissed your efforts to touch my heart. Please open my life up to you so I may experience all that you have for me. Amen. Wow. Truer words cannot be spoken. I am truly lifted up. Can anyone still see me or hear me? Okay. Thank you, Chris, for letting me know I'm back. All right. Well, I am back to tell you goodbye, but I hope everyone has a great week. Chris, no matter what and when and where we talk, just know that I will be praying for you. I love you. I love all of you. Have a great and amazing week. And if you don't have anything to do later, come join us for our Longmire discussion. And then I will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.